My name is Kathleen Selmans. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Amplified Now, a content marketing agency that focuses on quick expert videos to help you get your message out there into the world. And I had a really good question with somebody who I had a strategy call with the other day, who asked whether their company should focus on videos like I'm doing now, these expert videos, or if they should focus instead on creating a podcast. And I have a lot of experience with podcasts, actually, and so I felt qualified to answer that. I often give my opinion even when I don't feel qualified to answer something, but in this case, I felt qualified to answer it. And the answer I gave this person is the same one I would say to you. What would you say you're more interested in doing? And are you thinking about the whole picture? For example, this person was the entire marketing department, and this person did not have a big interest in creating a podcast. And so I suggested that they, instead of focusing on creating something that they're not sure they're going to keep up, to do videos. Because podcasts are really fun if you really want to do them. If you know the format that you're going to follow, if you know what kind of conversations you're going to have, they're excellent, but they're slow. And so if you're looking for something that gives you ROI, you want something like a video where you can talk about the things that you're an expert in. You can turn that into a blog post, which will then start getting you organic traffic. You can put it on social media, which will get you social traffic and referral traffic, and you'll see a bigger impact than you would on a podcast. And if you are thinking about doing a podcast for your business, you need to think about whether you're willing to put in the work for 6 months without seeing more than a few downloads per show. If no, that's okay, because you can do these videos, and once you get better at the videos, you will start to see a big impact. I think you don't need to feel bad about not wanting to start a podcast. I know that lots of people do want to start podcasts, and podcasts are a really great way to add another channel to the way you communicate with your audience. But if you are measuring ROI and you are measuring views and metrics that are part of your website, you need to consider that a podcast runs parallel. It doesn't necessarily bring more people to your website. And if you are trying to get people to your website to download a thing, to book a call, to do all those kinds of things, it's going to be a slower ramp up when you think about podcasting. If you do videos, you put them right on your site. Now, of course, yes, you can create show notes and add your podcast to your site and do all of those things, but again, you're not going to get somebody driving in their car going over to your website. Very likely your website audience and your email audience and your podcast audience they're going to have some overlap, but not full overlap. And so my advice is, if you are passionate about starting a podcast, if you have a really good idea, if you know where you're headed with that kind of content, and if you're okay with slow growth, start a podcast. They're so fun. But if you're doing this because it's your job to do marketing for your company, and the higher ups need to see that you're putting in your time and your energy and your effort, the more visible you are, the more you're going to show up and be in front of your target audience, telling them about the problems that your company can solve. And so if you think about it, it comes down to the very simple question, do you want to start a podcast? Or do you just want more marketing? If you want more marketing, do videos. If you want to start a podcast, no one is standing in your way. But make sure that if you start a podcast, it's something that you want to do for the long term. Because if you quit too soon, all of the work you put into it will be lost if you stop posting regularly. If you want to book a strategy session, we do 15-minute strategy sessions that typically go over for free at amplifiednow.com. There's a link to book a call on our homepage. I will talk to you soon. Thanks.